Hey guys, it's Ashley with Pugs and Pearls, and today I thought we would do something a little bit different on my channel. So I am looking at my vanity right now and it is just a disaster. I just did my makeup for the day and I've just had it with this mess. I've actually never shown my makeup collection or my vanity on this channel. I just never got around to it and it just got so messy that I gave up on that. But we're at the point where I've been watching a lot of declutter videos and I have basically a makeup collection that I started maybe in 2012, 2013 that I've never decluttered anything. So I have a lot of old makeup. I have a lot of stuff that I don't use anymore. So I really want to start a new series on my channel to not only clean my vanity and just kind of go through what we have right now, but to start doing maybe declutter videos with different types of products. So like eyeshadows, primers, lipsticks. I just have too much stuff and I need it to be more minimal. I just really want to get rid of a lot of stuff and I want it to be easy to find things. And I just want to, I don't know, just declutter my life basically. So if you guys are interested in this series, we are going to start today just with an overview of the current situation. So it is bad. Do not judge me, but judge me. It's bad. It's bad. So without further ado, guys, we're going to take a look at what I look at when I do my makeup every day. Are you ready? Here we go. Alrighty, guys, here is the current situation and it is not pleasant. So let's just start over here. We've got some boxes on the floor. I've got a BoxyCharm box that I have been working through. I have got one of my chest of drawers where I actually keep a lot of my workout clothing and night shirts and stuff in. So it doesn't have makeup in here, but it does have makeup all on top of it. So if we look over here, this is a sneak peek of all of my favorite products and also used up products that I'm going to be doing for my May favorites and May empties. And then we also have, let's see, that is a bunch of earrings in that little basket. These are a bunch of things that I got when I was doing my Ipsy and Sephora's. Again, I've been using them. I've got some kale polish up here that I recently did a review on. Then we have a whole chest of eye palettes. This was something that I had gotten on, I think, eBay. Super cute if you like pugs, ride or fly. Luggage tags. I've got another mirror back there. I've got little stands of jewelry up here. I have got my travel makeup right here, which has not had any use because of the quarantine. I'm not going anywhere. And then just like a whole nother set of clothes. Back behind that, you guys, I've got some of my nail polish racks, which again, I really need to redo those. I've never even showed those and, you know, shared my collection, so I need to work on that. Alrighty guys, so as we come over here, that is my tripod. These are my lovely little lights. And then here is the disaster. That is my vanity. Not attractive. This is my old what's in my makeup basket, which is overflowing. This is like current products that I'm using that is overflowing. And then everything that I've been testing and playing with has literally just gotten jumbled on this desk. My brushes are back there. I have a little tower over here that holds a bunch of makeup that I'm not currently using. Now I do use a lot of these sprays and stuff that are up here on this top bar. This is another little unit that holds a bunch of palettes. And then I do have another rack of nail polish over here, which is color coordinated. Over here, we have some two drawers that I believe are from the Container Store. These are from Target, and again, these hold a lot of my ColourPop, a lot of my lipsticks, a lot of things that I'm currently, again, not really using, not really pulling out. And then also over here, I have some of my like ColourPop lipsticks or lippy sticks, liquid lipsticks, and then a ton of sprays over there. And then another little unit that holds a bunch of my makeup palettes. So this is the current situation that we're dealing with. I mean, it's not good. And then underneath, we do have more. There is a full tower of different types of masks in that gray bin. And then over here, we have another bunch of different makeup. This was newer makeup that I was running out of space for. That is a bag full of nail polish from indie brands that I never actually shared on my channel, but I have no place to put them. And then again, some of that BoxyCharm box down there. So this is what we're starting with, and we need to figure out what we're going to be doing. I think the first step, what I want to do today is just clear off the vanity and get the vanity clear. I'm going to take everything off, I'm going to clean it, and then we will see where we go from there today. Alrighty guys, so here's what we're working with. We did clean it off, and I pulled off all of the stuff that I wanted to move, that I want to sort through today. So I'm going to leave all of the stuff in the towers for now. We are going to go through those in a future video, but for now, we are going to take everything that we pulled off, which is all sitting right over here. And we are going to actually go through this today, and I am going to start decluttering just from the vanity side so we can at least get a little bit started today. Alrighty guys, so now that we've got it on the floor, I'm going to start organizing it into piles of like-minded items, so it's going to make it easier to sort through. So let's do that first before we start any decluttering or trashing of items. Alrighty guys, so I have kind of organized it into sections right now. So I've got all my brushes over here in this section, which I think I am going to take these and move them to the side because I think the brushes are going to have to be their own separate video. We just have too many, I feel like, to go through in this video. I think it needs to be separate. So we're going to push that off to the side. Next, we have the eyeliner section. So I'm going to push that over here for now. And then let's see, we have a few more brushes that need to go over here. All right, so we have lipsticks, which I still have a few more to put into this section. These are going to be concealers. These are blushes. These are highlighters and primers. These are bronzers. We'll put that with the blush since we don't have too much over here right now. And then these are all the eyeshadow palettes, so we're going to move that to the side really quick as we sort through the stuff. These are my sprays back here in single shadows. So we'll move the single shadows back near the palettes. Okay, and then over here we have a lot of foundation. And again, these are my lipsticks, so I'm just going to kind of move those out of the way. These are some face products that I use to shave my face. These are going to be body glimmers or body shimmers. This is going to be hand lotion, which is kind of like, we're going to put that over here on the side. These right here are going to be eye and eyebrow products. Eye and eyebrow products, mascara and eyebrow. And again, we're going to put that over there. These are the nail polishes. I'm going to pull that aside. And this is all my foundation stuff. These are going to be moisturizers and body moisturizers. So we'll put that with the hand stuff over here. And then this is a random perfume. Okay, so now we've kind of separated it a little bit more. I do need to go back over here and still sort through this stuff. So I'm going to continue the pile, and we are just going to continue to focus on different sections until we can get through this. Alrighty guys, so I have everything separated into piles from the top of my vanity, and we are going to take off a few of these that are going to be need to be separate videos, and then I'm going to tell you which ones we are going to go through tonight in this video. So over here you can see I have a massive amount of lipsticks. I am going to put those in a separate video because that is going to take a while, especially if we are going to swatch all of those. I am going to be doing my sprays tonight. I am going to be keeping both of these Fenty, basically like powder puffs that give you a shimmer, so those are definitely going to stay. The palettes we're going to go through, we're also going to go through the singles. The eyeliners, I have so many, and also lip liners that we are going to have to do that in a separate video. I am going to go over my eyebrow products and mascaras tonight. And then we are going to go through brush, bronzer, and highlighter. We are going to go through concealer. We are going to go through foundation. We are going to go through powders, and then we are also going to go through primers and moisturizers. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, we're going to start out with powder first. I'm going to start out with this one right here. This is the FX Cover powder, and it is in translucent light. I have used this. I don't think it's bad, but it's just too small to really use effectively. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. Next up guys, we have a Milani. This is their powder foundation, and I wanted to get like a drugstore option and test out powder foundations, but what I've found is that I really don't go for these often, although I find this one to be really nice and smooth and soft. This is in the shade 01 Shell. I am going to decolor it just because I do not use it. Same thing for the Tarte BB. This is also their Confident Creamy Powder Foundation. I just don't tend to go for it that often, and I find it very comparable to that Milani one, so if you're looking for an alternative. They are nice and soft, but again, just I don't tend to go for them at all. I do tend to go for powders, and this is the Tarte, I want to say this is the Shape Tape Setting Powder. I really do love this. This is in a travel size, so I am going to be keeping that. These are two that I got from Kat Von D in my I think Ipsy bags. This is their translucent setting powder, their Lock-It setting powder. I am going to keep these because those are still fairly new. This is an oldie but a goodie. I've had this in my collection for a while. It's the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. It has a little bit of sparkle in there, but it doesn't tend to show, and it does set under my eyes and my concealer really well, so I am going to keep that. This one right here is the Laura Mercier. This is my favorite setting powder of all time. It's in translucent. I will definitely be keeping this. I just use that all the time. And then this right here is kind of like a drugstore version. This is the Makeup Revolution. This is their Luxury Baking Powder in Lace. I am going to keep this for now. I will see if I use that. This is also a newer powder to me. I like this because it's a good setting powder from Tarte. This is their Shape Tape powder in light beige. This actually does help give me a little bit more of a color, so I am going to keep that. It just adds to my foundation. And then this is also one of my favorite translucent setting powders from Too Faced. This is in their old packaging. I got this at Marshall's. It was super cheap. And then it also comes with a little powder puff today. It's actually what I'm wearing. So I am going to be keeping this, and it is their Primed and Poreless Skin Smoothing Powder. Okay guys, so I am keeping 8 and I am getting rid of 3. Not the best to start off with, but we've got to make progress where we can. So moving on. Alrighty guys, moving on to the face sprays and just regular sprays. This is a Waikiki Beach Coconut fragrance from Bath & Body Works. I am going to keep this. I do like the smell of it. This is a face setting spray from Too Faced. This is their Festival Refresher, and it's supposed to have mystical effects because when you shake it up, it is supposed to give you some shimmer, and I'll be honest, I just don't like this. I don't like how it makes my skin feel, and it's hard to get all that shaken up at the bottom, but I am going to pass this on to a friend, so I'm going to declutter that one. This is my MAC Prep and Prime. I use this to mostly just intensify eyeshadows, and this is in, I think, a special scent. I think it's in there. Either it's tropical packaging or it's a coconut scent. I think it's a coconut scent. I am going to keep this because I do use this to do shadow intensification on my looks, so that is staying. And then this is the Origins Maskimizer Primer. I use this before I do any type of mask. I really like it and I'm going to continue to use it, so that is staying. So out of these 3 or 4, we're keeping 3 sprays and we're decluttering 1. Alrighty guys, this is my primers and moisturizers. Let's do moisturizers first. So this is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion Plus. I actually do like this. I am going to keep this one. This is the Don't Hate Hydrate from Tarte. I actually tried this. I'm almost done with it. I'm not really impressed with it, so I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. Next up, we have the Belif The True Cream Moisturizing Balm. This, I actually like it in the gel version, so I'm actually going to pass this on to someone else who might need it that maybe has a little bit more dry skin. So guys, next up we have a Tarte. This is the Drink of H2O Hydrating Boost. I am going to keep this. I do like this moisturizer. Next up for a primer, this is one from MAC. This is one of my favorites. It's so old, but I've used a lot of it. It's the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly, and I am going to be keeping this. This is my favorite eye base. Alrighty guys, I had to move from the floor because my knees were just killing me. So let's finish out with the primers here. On the left hand side, we have this Smashbox. This is the Pore Minimizing Primer. I'm almost done with this. I am going to keep it. We have a ton of Smashbox because Smashbox makes some of my favorite primers. This is the Primerizer with Moisture. I actually really do like this. I'm going to keep it. Then we have 3 of the Photo Finish Smooth and Blur. They look like these two, actually, the clear ones. I actually do love this. This was my original primer that I loved, so I'm going to keep all 3 of those. These 2 over here are both from Benefit. Again, these are... This one on the left is new, the blue one, and the Professional is like my ultimate favorite, so definitely keeping both of these. Right here, guys, this is the L'Oreal Lumi Glow. This is their True Match. I actually put this in with my foundation if I want to give myself more of a glow, so I'm going to keep this. And you guys, this is the Tarte Smoothing Primer. I am going to try this out a little bit more. I can't remember if I really like it or not, but I am going to keep it. This is a sample size of the Milk Primer. I actually really like this. It's definitely a kind of a grippy type of a primer. It's not pore filling, but it's very like sticky, and it actually keeps your makeup on really well, so I'm going to keep that sample. This next is the Tarte Hangover Primer. I actually am pretty much at the end of this. I probably wouldn't repurchase it just because it's not a pore filling primer, and that's normally what I go for, so I am going to declutter this. Next is the Glam Glow Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer. I am going to pass this on just because I've used it, it's okay, but I prefer those L'Oreal Lumi Drops to this, so I am going to pass this to someone else. Next up is my Dior Skin Forever. I am going to keep this. I'm nearing the end of this bottle, but I really do love this product, so it's definitely staying. And guys, the last 2 things I actually think are the same product, just one in full size and one in a miniature form. This is the Becca Backlit priming filter, and I'm kind of over this product. I don't really think it's that great. Yes, it does illuminate, but it doesn't pore fill. It doesn't do any of the things that I really need a primer to do, so I'm going to go ahead and pass these on. So guys, I'm getting rid of 6 primers and moisturizers, and I'm going to be keeping 14. Alrighty guys, so these are my foundations. This is my beauty blender. It's fairly new, so I will be keeping this. This one on the end here is my Makeup Forever Ultra HD. This one is slightly off, but I do like the finish, so I am going to keep this one for now. This one is a new one to me. This is the Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation from Maybelline. I actually do like this one. I am going to be keeping it, and I probably will use it up quickly because it takes a lot to actually cover my face, I feel like, because it is a light foundation. This one, guys, is the Tarte Shape Tape Matte Foundation. I am actually going to be throwing this out. It's kind of older now, and it's just off. It's not my color, so I'm just not happy with this foundation consistency anymore. I think it's too drying on my skin, so I am going to toss this. This, guys, is the ColourPop No Filter Foundation, and this one does still work for me. I do like it, so I will be keeping this one. This is also a great foundation from Revlon. It's their Color Stay Full Cover. I'm almost done with this, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this off. And guys, this is my Dior Forever foundation. I love this. I am going to continue to use it up. I'm actually almost done with it. There's not too much left in this bottle. And guys, Shape Tape, this is another type of foundation from Tarte. I like this one in the pump much better than the other one. I am going to be keeping this. This is the correct color for me. I do like this one very much. It's been my go-to all last year. And this was another favorite Wet n Wild foundation. This was in the Rose Ivory shade. I really like this, and I want to try the dewy one, but this is the matte version. So I'm going to be keeping this as well. And this is a stick foundation that I really like. This is the Tarte, I believe this is their clay stick foundation, and I like this a lot. It's easy makeup. I'm going to be keeping this. This is a sample size that I got from Makeup Forever, and it's just not the right skin tone, so I am going to be throwing this one out. These next two are the concealer foundation from Tarte. I actually really like these, and it's in my correct shade, so I'm going to be keeping these. This next one we have here from Tarte is the Rainforest of the Sea foundation, and I actually have this in a larger size, and I have the right foundation shade. This one just doesn't work for me, so I'm going to be tossing this one. And guys, last but not least, this is the Benefit, I think the Hello Happy foundation in a travel size. I did use it. It's okay. I don't think this is my exact shade, and there's not much left in this bottle, so I'm going to go ahead and toss this one. So I'm going to be keeping 9 foundations and getting rid of 4. Next up, we have concealer, which I really don't have that much of. I have this one from Morphe that I got in one of my bags. I just don't think it's as good as the ones I have, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this one on. This is one of the newer ones I have. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I really like this one, and it's a good dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, which I also really like, so I'm going to be definitely keeping those two. And guys, this is the Glow Wand from Shape Tape. I haven't really used it yet, so I'm going to keep this and test it out. So we are getting rid of 1 and keeping 3. We are moving on to some eyebrow and mascara products. The first 2 mascaras, or really the only 2 mascaras I have in here, are the Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Length. This is for my bottom lashes. Definitely keeping that. And then this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I'm just using these 2 right now, and these are the only ones I have, so we're keeping those. Next, we're going to look at the Gimme Brow. This is I use all the time. This is my travel version, and this is a full size, so definitely going to be keeping these for my brows. I just got this product, and this is a Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit. I use this all the time, definitely keeping that. This is a drugstore alternative to the Gimme Brow, so I am going to keep this from Essence, because I do think it's good to have an alternative for drugstore. This is another product that's very similar to the Give Me Brow. This is from Anastasia. This is a little bit too dark for me, this particular shade, so I am going to pass this on. This is an e.l.f. It doesn't even tell you what it is, but it's basically an eyebrow pencil. I'm going to keep it because I do like it when I do more drugstore type videos. And then this is a nice little grinder for your pencils. I think I got this from Urban Decay, so I will be keeping that. And then this right here is a gel. I want to say it's a brown gel. I just don't really use gels anymore for eyeliner, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this on. So for brow products and eye products, we're mostly keeping everything and just getting rid of 2. Alrighty guys, we're moving on to bronzers. I don't have too many of these on my vanity currently. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one. This is new. I am going to be keeping this one. This is a Laura Geller one. This is in their Baked In Bronze Medium. One of my favorites. Going to be keeping that. Also, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is a travel size. Definitely keeping that one as well. So that leaves us to these 3. These are ones that I got in my Ipsy Gigi Gorgeous, Lovecraft Beauty, and then this is my NARS. So let's see if this NARS is still good. Okay. Sometimes I feel like NARS just like dries out on me, but I think we still have some pigment there. This is the Lovecraft. Definitely some pigment there, and then this is Gigi Gorgeous. Alright, so if we're looking at those, the Gigi Gorgeous definitely is more of a cool tone bronzer, which is actually better for me. The NARS is super light, which I can kind of build up, and then the medium one is kind of a nice satin finish, but it's slightly warm toned. I think I might get rid of this one because I don't like warm tone, I like cool tone, and I might keep these 2. I only have 3 blushes that I keep on my vanity. This is from Tarte, and this is their Partey blush. I love this one. Definitely going to be keeping this one. It's just a very natural blush. This is newer. I got in my Ipsy from Dome Cosmetics, and then this is also a new one I got recently this past year in an Ipsy. Again, I don't recognize these brands. This is from All Dolled Up, I guess. So this one's like a shimmer glitter. Very soft and creamy. Really pretty pink shimmer. And this is going to be more of a matte pink. So I actually really do like both of those. They're not bad. I think I might just keep both of those for now since, again, I don't have too many blushes. This one, guys, I didn't mention because it's kind of a product on its own. It's a highlighter and a blush, and I love it so much. I definitely will be keeping this. It is from Becca. It's in Flower Child and Champagne Pop. Alrighty, guys, so these are my highlighters that I had on the top of my vanity. This is from MAC. This is from one of their holiday collections. It is called Whisper of Guilt. Whisper of Guilt. This is a beautiful, beautiful color. I'm definitely going to be keeping that one. Very gold. This is one called Precious Petals from Wet n Wild. I think this is also a really pretty, very soft, nice formula. Really good pigment payoff. Gonna keep that one. This is Tarte. Let's do that one next. This is Tarte Stunner. Not sure how I remember this one. It's starting to feel like it's getting a little bit hard in the pan. But ooh, it's super pretty when I swatch it, so we'll see. This is the Madison Miller from Ofra. I'm actually like not like biggest fan of Ofra just because like, I don't know, like that color is too icy for me, so I'm gonna pass this one on. And then this is a super old color pop. This is Butterfly Beach, and it might be getting too old. We might need to think about passing this on. Let's see. I don't know, actually still had some pigment there. But you know what? It's super close to this highlighter from Wet n Wild. So I think I'm going to pass this on just because I don't use cream products that much. And if you're looking for a dupe for Butterfly Beach, Wet n Wild Precious Petals is a dupe. So I am getting rid of 2 and keeping 3. Alrighty, guys, so next up is palettes. Now I am going to keep all of these palettes that were sitting on my vanity just because they were all new, but I am going to run through them just so that you can see them. This is the Hot Buttered Rum from Too Faced. This came out in their holiday collection. Love this. Really nice travel palette and easy to do a cool eye with. This is the Too Faced Natural Eyes. I use this very, very everyday makeup. One of my favorite palettes of all time for neutrals and just a really pretty natural look there. I recently got this Charlotte Tilbury, and this is in their Darling palette. Love this, very neutral, definitely keeping. The Huda Beauty Retrograde palette. This is something that I'm super excited about, and it is brand new. Gorgeous colors, absolutely going to be keeping this. And next we have the Gingerbread Extra Spicy. I also got this fall. Definitely going to be keeping that and doing more looks with it this year. The Colored Rain is new to my collection. This is their Queen of Hearts. Love this one very much. Definitely keeping it. Gorgeous colors. And then the next one is Tarte. This is their High Tides and Good Vibes palette. I love this. I think this is really fun. Really pretty colors and some cool glitters in there. And then we have the Bare Necessities. I actually used this one today from ColourPop. This is awesome, again, for neutral lovers. Super, super cool shadows. Lots of looks you can do and still be neutral. Kind of the same thing for the Natural Lust palette from Too Faced. Lots of really nude tones, also some pops of color. I'm going to be keeping that as well. Next, guys, we have single eyeshadows, and most of these I'm probably going to keep. This one is actually from Josie Maran. It was actually a really cool coconut watercolor eyeshadow, but the brush broke, so I can't even get the product out, and it's old, so I'm probably just going to go ahead. As you can see, I can't really get anything out. I'm just going to go ahead and toss this. It's really no good at this point. Next up, guys, is my Laura Mercier Caviar Sticks. These are so good. I also have one from Bobbi Brown. They do the same thing. I have them in lots of different colors. Highly recommend these. These are for really making easy looks. Going to be keeping all of those. The same goes for all of my Stila eye colors. I have some that are shimmers, some that are glitters. I use all of these and I love them very, very much. So I'm going to be keeping all of my full size and minis. Now this one, guys, is not something that, I think there's a highlighting stick in here. I'm just not a fan of this. This came from Tarte and I don't really use it, and the packaging's just a little bit awkward and it's hard to store. So I am actually going to probably toss this one. It's a bit old and I got it in a set. This is a ColourPop shadow in the shade Positively Perfect. I think it's really pretty. I'm going to be keeping this one because it's new and I haven't really used it yet. These are really pretty from Tarte. These are they're chrome paints, and so I have this shade Frosé and Top Yacht. I think these are really, really pretty. These are, again, really easy looks just to put them on the eye. They come with a little thing to cover the pot. So I am going to be keeping both of these, and this one is a gold one. Just so that you can see gold and rose. Those are my two favorite ones, and they provide a nice color, and you get a good amount of product with these. These guys, this is a loose one from Artist Couture. This is, I think, came in like probably a Sephora one. It is nice. I just don't use these that often, but it is pretty. I'm going to think about that. And then this is the Nomad. I got this in an Ipsy. I actually really like it. I've used it a lot. It's just a basic single, but it's super creamy and you can barely tell. But it's just a really nice flush of color, but I really like this, so I'm keeping it. I guess we'll keep the Artist Couture for now. And then this is an old ColourPop set. I don't know if these are still good, so let's go ahead and swatch them to see. This is in the shade, whoa. This is in the shade I Spy. And it's a pretty kind of like matte, warm brown. And again, I loved these. It's just that I don't think they do well over time. So that's kind of like a rosy shade, or sorry, a brown, a warm brown, peachy shade. This one is in Melrose. I remember when this collection came out, I was really excited about it. And I'm gonna swatch that here. Again, the pigments I remember being much stronger. It's a nice kind of, again, rosy burgundy. This one's cool. This is called Moonwalk. It's this really weird shifty gold. This seems much creamier than the others. Wow, that's actually really cool. It's got a green gold shimmer. That would be a lot of fun for a cool like Halloween look. This next one is called By My Side. It looks like it's kind of like a pink shimmer. The ones with the shimmer seem to have a little bit more. This one's not so good. This one definitely is struggling. I think I'm going to pass on this one. This is, again, By My Side. I'm going to pass on that. It's just not, it's dried up. This one is called High Rise. And it's like a really cool, like, army green color. Very, very dark. The reality is, I don't know that I would use that shade, though. And it's almost so dark you can't even tell that it's green. So I might pass on this one too, just because I don't see myself using that. And then this last one is Head Rush. Also kind of like a gray green. And that one actually is a little bit greener and a little bit nicer. I might keep that one. Alrighty, so only 3 were decluttering out of the single shadows. And you guys, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to go ahead and declutter Head Rush because I'm just not going to use it. So let's make that 4. Alrighty guys, so the last thing to finish up, what I am going to do is I am going to grab a holder, dump out some of the eyeliners, and I am going to put back in the everyday brushes I use just so that we can put my vanity back together. And I'm also going to pull out a my like little everyday drawer so that I can put everything in that I do need. Again, just my essentials right now, and then we are going to save the brushes and the lipsticks, the eyeliners and the lip liners for additional videos. Alrighty guys, so that is the makeup that we are going to go through on another day. And then over here, we have the makeup that did not fit that I am going to keep, so I am going to put that back into these drawers over here. But here we are, guys. So this is the makeup station, my vanity for now. Again, I've got my palettes that I'm using over here in this little blue bin. I've got my everyday makeup little organizer. I got that from Target. I'll link it below. I've also got that gold brush holder with my everyday brushes, and that you can also find at Target. I'm keeping out some of my sprays, and then I've got my mirror, of course, which is important. And then that is going to be it for today, guys. Again, stay tuned for the next few declutters because we have to go through all of the towers and all of that lipstick and stuff that is still on the floor. So guys, that's going to be it for tonight's makeup vanity declutter and organization. There's going to be a lot more videos coming in this series because there's still a lot of makeup we have to get through. But for now, I feel like it's nice and organized and I can at least see everything that I need to get in the morning when I get ready. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to chat in the comments below, I will check you guys there. And if not, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.